The joint stock company Yuco was established in 1989 and is one of the first private production companies in this region. It is located on the road from Subotica to Sombor in a region famous in the world and Europe for fruit and vegetable growing. The production capacities, the assortment of production and goods have constantly expanded, so Yuco today produces about 15,000 tons of processed fruit, vegetables, fruit juices and syrups. Yuco produces using a contemporary processing technology and its own recipes, which satisfies consumers with a refined taste. Yuco organizes in its own corporation the production of about 5,000 tons of vegetables, and the rest of the required raw materials is provided through other cooperatives. Its final products are stewed fruit, jams, marmalades, fruit juices and syrups. Yuco also produces pasteurized and sterilized vegetables. The products are packed into jars from 210 to 4,250 milliliters, into tins from 425 to 4,250 milliliters, and plastic containers suitable for retail, wholesale, as well as industrial use. In accordance with customers' wishes and requirements, Yuco is capable to adjust the assortment and packaging in its cold storages and can accept the production using the buyer's recipes. Yuco has its own stores in all larger towns in Serbia and Montenegro, which are accessible to any potential customer. Yuco's products are, because of their qualitative and attractive packaging, available on the markets all over the world: Australia, Canada, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Sweden, Belgium, Holland, Hungary, states of the former Soviet Union, Slovenia, Croatia, the Federation of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Macedonia. Yuco's production facilities are located in Tavankut, Sombor, and Ada. Yuco is a joint venture company raised on base of the PSO supporting program from the Holland Kingdom to the Republic of Serbia. The strategic partners in the company Yuco are Kuleman Foods from Holland and the joint stock company Yuco. The Yuco company is located in Ada, a place with about 15,000 inhabitants. It is distanced about 70 kilometers from Novi Sad, the capital of Vojvodina, and only 50 kilometers from Horgoš, the international border crossing with Hungary, on the European Corridor 10. Ada's environment is a traditional truck farming area. The leading cultivated cultures are cucumber, paprika, beetroot, and other vegetables. Beside Ada flows the river Tisa, and the upriver is built to ramified network system for watering, an important precondition for fruit growing. The long tradition of vegetable growing, which is handed over from generation to generation by the hither population, as well as the well-developed working habits, are the crucial factors in the selection of this area for a successful development of fruit and vegetable processing. The factory is placed nearby the town. All important aspects of achieving hygienic accurate food and good productivity are established with necessary investment catches, so the object have all preconditions to be a host to the contemporary technology in the food production. The line for cucumber filling is a contemporary facility capable for processing from 12 to 15 tons of raw material in one shift. As such, considering its quality and production capacity, it leads in comparison to other installed capacities in the comparative firms. Its construction can be easily adapted for the processing of other kinds of vegetables, which makes it very universal and competitive. The raw materials arrive from the producer and enter in fresh condition the calibration procedure. The calibrator sorts the row according to its size. 3 main fractions are used in this process. Different calibers are intended for different markets. The first class is used for export. The product is soaked in a basin with a circular water flow for so long that an eventual dirtiness could soften. The uncleanness is being completely removed by brushing and irrigating. The process is intensive and reliable devices are necessary to remove the dirtiness without damaging the product. The assortment requires human resources. Products with irregular shape, color, or with eventual signs of blightness pass human control, which is necessary in order to achieve real quality. The filling is based on the method of gravity. The product is evenly disposed on the working surface and below rolls a band that carries the empties and goes to a further processing step. Lengthwise oscillations of the working surface reclaim the products, so most of them fall vertically into the glass jar. Because of this kind of filling, there are surplus products which are being returned to the filler with help of the resumption band. An important device in the whole construction is the basin, in other words, stone catcher. Eventual particles that are heavier than the product itself, stone, metal, glass, fall to the bottom of the tub while the product proceeds with help of the water flow. This device is particularly important because of the possible appearance of broken glass in the filling procedure. The glass jars, wherein the products are put, arrive through the main transportation line. The jars run through a rotating washing device. Eventual particles that can occur in the packages are being removed by using the gravity method. In order to achieve a variable product quality, it's not enough only to fill in and cook the rows. The real taste is accomplished by adding the appropriate condiment combination. The prepared condiment mixture is evenly dosaged into the jars, whereby the organic quality of the product is constant. In order to achieve the correct number of rows in the jars, manually adding is required. This is the place where the imperfections that occur in the filling procedure are eliminated. It is also very important to check whether the input weight is accomplished. The liquid where the products are soaked into is prepared in large storage reservoirs. Their size ensures a constant quality during an entire day of production. The refilling of the reservoirs for heating and the working tanks happens automatically. The jars with the products inside run under the in-pouring plate, and the time, in other words, path length, of the jars under the pouring cascade assure a completely jar fullness. Pumps return the pouring overage into the working reservoirs. After the jars are filled, they go through a generating system of apical space. The creating of such space is important in a further production process, closing the jars. Jar closing is carried out by an automatic device, the closer. After closure, the product passes the closage quality controlling system. An eventually badly closed jar will be automatically detected and removed from the line. The filled and well-closed products enter the pasteurization device. It is moved by a band that runs through the entire system. It is required to cook the product, and the specifically determined temperature has to be achieved in order to keep the final product's durability. In the first part of the pasteurization system is the heating zone, on the middle the pasteurization zone, and on the end the cooling zone. Temperatures that are reached in each zone are severely controlled. The whole process is completely automated. The packaging line follows the processing line capacity and is the final section in the production process. The finalization and transportation of the products to the buyers in our country and the countries from the EU encircles the whole process, which starts in spring by planting only chosen sorts of the highest quality. In order to get the real taste, the final product needs some time. That's why the product is homogenized with osmosis in the storage. This process progresses spontaneously, thus it requires only time.